Before I start, this video was inspired by Average Imposter. If you want more Celeste speedruns and tutorials, go check them out. Yo, have you ever wanted to speedrun Celeste? I'm starting here with an in-depth guide on all Celeste chapters and thresholds. In this video, we're going over 1A, also known as Forsaken City. Since this is the first chapter and the easiest, we will start with a checklist of things to do before speedrunning. First, if you're on PC, make sure to download Everest, Olympus, and the speedrun tool. This will help immensely when practicing runs. Just remember to turn them off if you want to submit times. Second, turn off screen shake and turn on photosensitive mode. This will help you see what you're actually doing. Third, map a down plus confirm button. Do this by going into controller config, head to the menu section to map a button for both down plus confirm. This lets you quick skip cutscenes and lets you reset rooms. Fourth, find a button to crouch dash. You won't need this now, but this will be very useful in the future. Okay, now that that's over with, on to the prologue. All you need to do is hold right, hold grab, and do a bunch of mini jumps. Also remember to skip the granny and bird cutscene using your down plus confirm button. This part is not extremely important, but try to do what I did on screen and aim for a time less than 35 seconds. Before we get into City, a rule of thumb is that if something seems too hard, it is faster to not die than to keep trying and failing. Starting off in room 1, dash diagonally here and dash right there. Right here we get introduced to our first speedrun technique, dash regen. Every time you enter a new room, your dash will regen without you needing to touch the ground, making something like this possible. See how I didn't touch the ground? Now that we know how to dash regen, the rest of the room works like this. Dash regen to the spring and then complete the rest of the room. Not all these rooms need an explanation, so just look at what I'm doing and follow that. Also remember that sub 2 minutes is completely possible in this chapter even if you mess up. You don't need to reset a run if it's not perfect. This room is the perfect example of the #1 rule in Celeste speedrunning. Know the route. I can't count the number of times when I started speedrunning that I would go into this room on the right. It was always a big time loss for me. That's really all you gotta do for 1A. You should be looking for a time under 2 minutes. Here's a full run that I did. Even though it's not perfect, I still got a time well under 2 minutes. If you can do that, you're well on your way to becoming a Celeste speedrunner.